We will have to choose between the life we want for our future and the life we have left behind. The professional does not wait for inspiration. He acts in anticipation of it. Art is a war between ourselves and the forces of self-sabotage that would stop us from doing our work. The artist is a warrior. Most of us have to lives the life we live, and the unlived life within us. Between the two stands resistance. Don't prepare, begin. Our enemy is not lack of preparation. The enemy is resistance, our chattering brain producing excuses. Start before you are ready. Start before you're ready. Good things happen when we start, before we're ready. Fear doesn't go away. The warrior and the artist live by the same code of necessity, which dictates that the battle must be fought anew every day. Put your S where your heart wants to be. Are you paralyzed with fear? That's a good sign. Fear is good. Like self-doubt, fear is an indicator. Fear tells us what we have to do. Remember one rule of thumb. The more scared we are of a work or calling, the more sure we can be that we have to do it. Figure out what scares you the most and do that first. The most important thing about art is to work. Nothing else matters except sitting down every day and trying. The amateur believes he must first overcome his fear. Then he can do his work. The professional knows that fear can never be overcome. He knows there is no such thing as a fearless warrior or a dread-free artist. Resistance will tell you anything to keep you from doing your work. The essence of professionalism is the focus upon the work and its demands, while we are doing it to the exclusion of all else. Resistance is not a peripheral opponent. Resistance arises from within. It is self-generated and self-perpetuated. Resistance is the enemy within. There's a secret that real writers know that wannabe writers don't, and the secret is this: it's not the writing part that's hard. What's hard is sitting down to write. What keeps us from sitting down is resistance. Resistance is greatest just before the finish line. A child has no trouble believing the unbelievable, nor does the genius or the madman. It's only you and I, with our big brains and our tiny hearts, who doubt and overthink and hesitate. When we turn pro, we stop running from our fears. We turn around and face them. On the field of the self stand a knight and a dragon. You are the knight, resistance is the dragon. Socrates demonstrated long ago that the truly free individual is free only to the extent of his own self-mastery. The difference between an amateur and a professional is in their habits. An amateur has amateur habits. A professional has professional habits. We can never free ourselves from habit. but we can replace bad habits with good ones. Rule of thumb: the more important a call or action is to our soul's evolution, the resistance we will feel toward pursuing it. The opposite of fear is love, love of the challenge, love of the work, the tour, joy's passion to take a shot at our dream and see if we can pull it off. Never forget, this very moment, we can change our lives. There never was a moment, and never will be, when we are without the power to alter our destiny. Resistance is directly proportional to love. If you're feeling massive resistance, the good news is it means there's tremendous love there too. If you didn't love the project that is terrifying you, you wouldn't feel anything. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's indifference.